How you going? Don't mind me, just reading a good book. Not sure if any of you ever read it, but worth a read. So, before we get into tonight's topics, little housekeeping. First and foremost, there's not going to be a lot of toy talk. So, if that's what you're here for, then tune out now, because we're going to be discussing a few other things. On another note, sorry, I've just had breakfast. Energy bar, granola. Yeah, doing things in here. Tonight is going to be about truth-telling. And it's not for the sake of drama. It's not for the sake of views. It's not for the sake of any bullshit. It's about dispelling some myths and addressing some accusations and presenting some facts. So before we get into that, let's have a look to see if anyone's here already in the chat. Rafe Mace is here. What's up, man? Thanks for joining. Scotty Garvin, greetings. Eric from the Surveillance Port, hello. Now, I know when I planned this that the great debate's on tonight for those of you in the US in about probably just under an hour. And also, I didn't realize that when I picked this time that I was going up against Lawrence from Punkwood Toys, who's doing his Joe Fest recap with some other people. So I wasn't trying to hop in on his time slot. Just pure coincidence. So yeah, just getting that out of the way. And looks like we've got another person join us, Chemical Reaction. I'm not familiar with you, but hello. So where do we start? It's a good question. Well, I guess a little backstory would probably be a good place to start. So if you allow me to pull up something on my phone, because I'm not going to be sharing screens or showing any any slides or anything like that. Everything I've written down because I'm old and I like to write things down. And I'll be using my phone. But we'll get into that and I'll explain how this is going to work. But first, like I said, a little backstory. So if we scroll back, we've got to go back about 10 days. So about 10 days ago, a certain individual who is a toy tuber, this person posted on their channel in their community section that they'd received a copyright strike. Actually, 2 copyright strikes. And the post was entitled, "I guess this is goodbye." So I'm not going to reveal any names because I don't want to open myself to any more targeting, and I'm going to try and avoid having my channel struck because I know what some people are like out there. So yeah, 10 days ago, that happened. And the following day, this person issued an update, which I'll read out. Here's a little update. I know a lot of you are reaching out, and I extremely appreciate the love. Amazing to see the support, as well as those who hate me happy this happened. Not in the position to respond to my messages, because I know you all want answers. For now, all my G.I. Joe classified videos have been removed, unfortunately. including the very first one when Classify was announced in 2020. Also, all 41 Joe live streams have been taken down as well. I'm still soaking this in, so bear with me. But as of now, my Yojo and Jew coverage is done. So wishing everyone best of luck for tomorrow's pre-orders. Well, look, you don't really need a lot of luck for pre-orders, but semantics. So yeah, that was 9 days ago. Then, 2 days later, this. Today I woke up to the devastating news that even non-Joe videos are being struck, which leaves me at the third strike and termination of the channel. People just want me out, and it shows. I don't know what to do or say other than apologize for letting everyone down. Whether or not I want to make a new channel will be decided tonight. So that is 7 days ago. So, a day later. Update. Woke up to more videos being taken down. The suspension period has now turned to termination with strike 4. The channel is on live support. Sound effects just for the hell of it. I don't have a soundboard. I'm poor. And this is the best way I can update you all because I'm not allowed to upload or go live. I see all your comments and love you for the support. And this was presented with another screen grab saying you've received a copyright strike. You now have 4 copyright strikes. As a result, your channel is scheduled to be terminated in 7 days. 7-day theory, Machiavelli, RIP Tupac. Anyway, so a day later, another update, people. After reading all your comments and amazing support, you know what to do. Link below. Subscribe here. And this individual presented a link to a new channel with a picture saying, update in big, bold, red letters. New backup channel. Thank you for being patient. P.S. Whatever the outcome of this individual channel's name is, will be updated here. Fair enough. So that was 5 days ago. 3 days ago, planning to go live soon here. Shares the link again. New channel name. It's basically focused around action figures and news and Kickstarters and pop culture and whatnot, apparently. That was 3 days ago. So, as of now, this individual's channel is still there. I'm just reading it on my phone. So, the 7 days is looking like it's pretty much up. Now, I'm not talking about the island swiper. All right. So let's just get that person out of here. They've pretty much gotten the fuck out of here anyway. So if you can read between the lines, cool. If you can't, I'm sure someone in the chat will fill you in. So that's part of the topic tonight. But this individual has a history of shenanigans, let's say. And I'm just going to put myself on full screen. There we go. It's better. And I want to discuss some of this stuff because it's relevant to the main topic, which we just covered, which we'll get back to later on. And it's relevant because a lot of things are being bandied around. And I'm not one to do lives and, carry on like a pork chop and diss this person and slander that person. And you know what? I hope that this is like actually a one-shot deal. I don't want to do drama content. I just want to review toys. And that's, again, relevant to tonight's topic. And quick sip of water. It's important to hydrate. Because, that's what a lot of us are in this for, is the toys. And unfortunately, sometimes, when you have so many different collectors and so many different opinions of things flare up and not everyone gets along. And that's understandable. We're only human. You don't have to like everyone that you meet, but you should respect them. And, not throw unnecessary shade or accusations or, be rude if someone's being polite to you, and so on and so forth. Just be a good human, right? And in this like toy tubing space, there's a lot of us. There's no shortage of us. And, I'm Johnny come lately. Like, I'm pretty new to this. I've only been doing this for a year. But the world is a big, big, vast place. And there is a lot of eyes for a lot of content. And everyone can eat, is the way I look at it. So you can have friendly competition. Sure. Look at Punk with Toys and Bobby B. Like, Punk refers to him as his nemesis. And, that's fine. That's just joking around. But there's a respect there. And unfortunately, not everyone carries themselves this way. And, that's, again, part of why I'm doing this tonight. I'm just going to have a look at the comments section for a second. Like I said, I'm not going to be concentrating too much on this tonight, or putting stuff on screen, because I want to air shit out, basically. And there's a bit to get through. So, if you're still here, bear with me. I'm just reading this. I'm not going to read this person's name, but it's relevant. Kind of funny. I mean, the person who Viper Scout is mentioning in his comment. Kind of funny. He's not providing receipts. Something fishy is happening. Yep. More on that later. And Viper Scout again. I wish I could say I hate drama. Truth is, I'm the Michael Jackson's meme with the Look, that is funny. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm not here to start any bullshit. I'm just here to spit facts. So, with the housekeeping out of the way and a general introduction, I think we should look at a timeline of events. Now, this timeline doesn't cover all and sundry. It only covers the experiences that I have had, the experiences that some other people have had with this individual, which I've seen occur or been privy to. And, just basically the shenanigans that I mentioned earlier. So we're going to go back to December of 22. And this starts with Bawdy Locks. Now, if you're not familiar with Bawdy Locks, he has a channel, Bawdy Locks Reviews, and you probably would have seen him on Facebook. His name is Zen. Good dude, from all my experiences. Now, back in December of 22, he posted a photo of Tiger Force Bazooka and Mad Marauders Barbecue. Remember those? That far back. And it was like a tongue-in-cheek post. I think it was in the classified community group. And the individual in question tonight took his photo and put it on his channel in a clickbait style video, which he's all about. And he stated that both figures were found at a Target in New Jersey. In fact, they weren't. And Bawdy Locks, to his credit, he didn't attack the guy. All he did was create a video to dispel that misinformation. The video's still up. It's on his channel. I found it easily just by searching Baldy Locks and Tiger Force Bazooka, and it's there. And in that video, he stated that a friend of his got barbecue from Europe. Now, if the individual in question who lifted his photo without asking had contacted him, Baldy would have been like, yeah, this is where I got it. But instead, the person just took the photo, ran with it, threw out some false information, which Baldy then, clarified in a video. And, it was one of his early videos, I believe. And it was, this incident prompted him to even start a channel, because people who put misinformation out there, and it happens a lot, it shouldn't be trusted. So anyway, that was one incident. June 23 of this year, I create my channel, which didn't go live straight away. It sat there for a bit before I got off the ground, because I was just wanting to, be prepared for what I was doing, have a plan. And when I created that channel, I didn't even realize that this other guy existed. Never seen his videos, didn't know who he was. So, I was like, oh, there's another guy who has a similar name to my channel name. So I was like, look, I'm going to do the right thing here, and I'll reach out to them, in a friendly fashion, of course, and be like, just to make sure that, I'm not trying to step on your toes or anything like that kind of thing. And, to this person's credit, they were receptive of my message, and were like, yeah, cool. There's, room for two of us in this ocean. And, everything was fine. And, that's what I felt obligated to do. That's just how I am, right? And that was it. All said and done. After the fact, there was probably some very small chat exchange, nothing major. We weren't buddy or anything like that. But all was good. And we're going to go to the next step of this, which was in this same ballpark. It was fall for you guys of last year. Bobby B, who B's Battleground, has a successful channel where he reviews toys. He approached this individual to give him proper credit on something. And this individual bristled at that and denied him on that front. So Bobby called him out. As a result, he was considered mean. Just like Baldy was for creating his clarification video. So yeah, mean. Anyway, we go to November 23. A Punk with Toys interviewed Lenny, head designer of the Joe line at Hasbro. It was a good interview. And if you haven't watched it, after we get done here, maybe go back and watch it. It's worth checking out. Anyway, this individual got his nose out of joint. And he proceeded to go do a live stream. Now, you can't watch this because it's been struck from his channel. But he did do this. And he was complaining, basically words to the effect of a channel with less than 3K subs, which was what Punk had at the time. He's now closing on 5K. Props to him for that. Could get the interview with Lenny, but this other guy couldn't. And he was like, I'm not sure if these other YouTube channels are intimidated by me, and that's why Hasbro won't give me an interview. Nah, mate. Look, that wasn't even a Hasbro thing. Like when Punk interviewed Lenny, Punk already had somewhat of a rapport via Instagram with him, and he shot his shot and asked if he could do it, and the wheels were in motion, and he got it done with Lenny. And they didn't even really discuss toys. It was more about like Lenny's life. But imagine the level of butthurt you must have to go and do that to your followers. Now, this person apparently has 15,000. Apparently. Now, I'm not saying he bought subs or anything like that, but I don't know. The numbers don't add up if you ask me. But I'm not here to discuss that. That's just something I sort of think. But yeah, it's just like, can't you be happy for others that they're succeeding and doing something cool? And can't you be happy that there's that content to watch? Nah, you got to go on your channel and piss and moan because you're not that guy. Anyway, moving along. So fast forward to January 6th of this year. Bobby B posted something in the classified community group, and it was a screenshot of something, and he wrote, "You don't need a 2-minute YouTube video for news when you follow Jedi Jaybird on X, Twitter." The image, which was a reveal of like the 60th anniversary pilot and marine product codes. The individual in question hops on his IG and posts a screen grab of Bobby's post in his stories with the caption, "Wow, this guy is such a tool. I'm the only one who does 2-minute videos." No, he's not. Chris of the Full Force does 2-minute, 3-minute videos on his news channel. And then continued to say, "Get a life, man, and work harder on your stale reviews." Stale reviews. Now, I don't know if you've ever watched one of Bobby's reviews, but he's got one of the smoothest voices in this review game. And his reviews are successful, and his reviews are direct and to the point. And, he's no nonsense. And he's actually a nice guy. And unfortunately, this individual feels a certain way about him because he's also mean, right? And yeah, shot that out there. But not surprising. So let's continue. Let's fast forward to May 29. Now, a friend of mine who's a collector in Sydney, his name is Matt, and he's asked that I don't share his Instagram name because he doesn't want dickheads hopping in his DMs, potentially because the person I'm talking about tonight has a lot of dickhead followers, and we'll get to them later too. And on May 29th, Matt posted some photos of classified Jinx on his Instagram. And he got her before I did. And like a day or so prior, because he's in Sydney, and where we got ours from are from the same place. So he literally lives near that store. So he got that first, which is cool. And put some photos up, which were well received. And shortly after, The usual suspect ripped his photos without permission. No DM, nothing. Just took them. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but this isn't just screenshotting something. You can actually get like third-party apps where you can take a link of something from a person's Instagram and you can rip their content. So you're pilfering it, right? Now, some people might look at that like, oh, but that's okay. Some other people disagree. I'm one of those people who disagrees. Now, the reason I disagree with that is because I've been like creating content outside of this toy realm since like 2009, primarily on Twitter. And a lot of you won't know this, but I have an X account which is dedicated to the NBA, like NBA history essentially, and like not the modern day era, but like years past. And so in creating like and editing videos, and I would dig up old photos, I'd post them there, and the account has got a modest following, almost 50K, and I don't even use it that much anymore. I've sort of fallen out of love with the NBA a little bit, and it's just also time. Like a lot of time goes into this YouTube stuff, and you know, and I obviously work and have a wife, 2 dogs, and all that sort of jazz. So, you know, there's only X amount of hours in the day. So it's sporadic, but in that world, you know, and I was also used to be a sports blogger for a short period of time. So when you're doing that sort of thing, you learn that you should credit your sources properly. So if you come across an image and it's posted clearly by someone, you can ask them where they got it, and you might get a response. Or it might have who took the photo, like the photographer. So you would then attribute that to them. It's the ethical thing to do in media, right? So what I would do is if I found a photo, and let's say it was taken by a famous NBA photographer, I would shoot the tweet out with the photo and the caption, and I put like a little photo credit, and I'd usually tag the person who took the photo if they had a Twitter account, and if not, I would put their name. And most often these people do have Twitter accounts, and what that does is it alerts that person that their content's being shared, that if that tweet goes viral or is popular, then that person is seen, right? And they are applauded for their work, as they should be. Again, ethical thing to do. And what will often happen in that situation is the person will thank you, or they will like share your tweet, or, you know, they'll respond to people who have like commented on it, which is a cool thing, you know, and sometimes they'll even follow you, and you'll, you know, be able to discuss things with them privately and stuff. It's cool. It's a cool thing to do. And it's the right thing to do at the end of the day. But some people don't like to be on the right side. So with that in mind, back to Matt. So after that happened, Matt reposted his post questioning why he wasn't tagged. The serial offender DM'd him and said, I did mention your username, so I did give credit. Just forgot to tag you. Shaking my head, SMH. So snarky response. Not like, oh, sorry, dude. You know, I'll fix it up. You know, my bad. Nah. That's not this guy's MO. It's straight on the back foot. Even if you're being polite. More of this later. So it's important to remember this forgot to tag thing, because, well, again, that's part of his MO. Since then, that post has been deleted. Funny that. Now, let me just have a little look at something here for a second. You know what? We're just going to jump back. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to May 23. My friend Bobby, once again, posts on Facebook. The best shark in the community, Adam, has brought this news. And it was like a photo showing that some Joes had turned up here in Melbourne. And, you know, he took the photo, I think, that I'd shared and put it in the group. And which was cool. He didn't have to do that. He just did it. But someone must have seen that and felt a certain way about it. Because later that night, one moment, please. In another live stream, that person got on there and he had something to say. Now, I'm going to try and play this for you. I don't know how well it's going to work through the speakers, but
just for an ego thing, but am I the only best shark here on YouTube? I think so. And if you know, you know. I mean, it's not starting anything here, but that was just for fun, so don't take it personally. It's just fun pissing off a few people here and there.
So yeah, and I took that from that person's channel. But guess what? That live stream's gone. So anyway, I found that funny. So yeah, anyway, let's go back to June. June 6th, I post photos of Doc, the classified figure. In the post on IG, I said, if you're going to lift my photos, make sure that you tag me in your post. It's a really simple and respectful practice that shouldn't have to be drummed up again and again and again by content creators. Noticing a theme here? So, during this time, I politely messaged this person about this shit. And I said, hey, mate, if you're going to take my pics without asking first, please just do the right thing and tag my account. Friendly, respectful, manners. I was met with, I wrote your name in the description. And someone sent me that photo and said, Adam House. So I post the way I received the pics. I was like, come on, man. You know me by now. It's not that difficult to tag me. I get the whole wanting to be first to share news, but there's a right way of going about it. It's a good look for you. It's a good look for the source of the content. And it's good for the community. You want longevity in this, right? And not become a swiper island per se. There's enough audience for all the content creators to eat good. Food for thought. It's up to you to do the dishes. So this is a refrain that I've already sort of explained prior, right? Okay, well, before you consider me the next Viper Island, do note I get bombarded with messages on a daily basis of people sending me the same photos with different names at the same time. It's hard enough as it is to keep track of everyone on both platforms. With all due respect, I don't need you to tell me how to run a channel or a page. I wasn't. If it's your photo, just let me know the polite way. I was. And I'll tag you when I get the chance. Don't give me an attitude. I didn't. Already have enough on my plate as it is. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not attitude. That's free game. And I didn't say you're the next Viper Island, so chill on that front. I'm also not telling you how to run your socials. I'm giving you some sound advice to avoid such things in the future. I've been polite. Trust me, you'd know if I wasn't. And you have a good day. So yeah. There's no like getting through to this person. So pause for a second. Just going to have a look at some comments. Catch my breath. I just was walking my dog prior to this and it's pulling me around the park. This is a good comment from Alison Troy. I'm just invested in people being truthful. Sometimes drama happens with truthfulness. True. Unavoidable. Yeah, that's true. But there's also a way of like addressing these things and, you know, without going on a full blown onslaught offensive and, you know, being direct, being to the point, being respectful. Excuse me, I feel like I'm about to burp. But yeah, that's a very valid point, Alison. Now, Scotty, appreciate that, mate, because I'm showing this here to say this, basically. If I lose followers, or sorry, subscribers from this, I couldn't give a flying fuck. Honestly, I couldn't. All right? This is not about that, right? I'm grateful for anyone who supports me, whether it's on here or on Instagram. I try and, you know, get to respond to comments as much as I humanly can, and DMs and all that jazz. And, you know, it's awesome to have people see what you do and enjoy it. Like, it's a great thing. So I appreciate the sentiment. And to anyone who's still rocking with me after this, I love you all as well. So, and to anyone who doesn't, that's fine. You don't have to like this. That's fine. You know, if it's not for you, and it's really not for you, it's for a certain individual and a few other individuals. But this is also for me and about me airing things out. I had to get this off my chest because it's been bugging me, because there's a lot to it that's bugged me. So, yeah. Anyway, OG Ruben, greetings. Thanks for hanging out. Another roll call. Benny Benzino. This one's for you, baby. Two good dudes right there. Hey, Travis is here as well. Thanks for joining, man. I know you have some history with this individual in question. I'm not going to really delve into your back and forth with this person. That's between you and them. But yeah, thanks for hanging out anyway. Oh, this is a good one from Bobby B. Hey, Bobby. I'll be waiting for them to apologize for the slander. Oh, we're going to get to the slander. We're going to get to that. We're not even at that point yet, but we're going to get to it. Mark my words. Hey, I made the time to do this, Alison. And again, if you're just joining me now, this is not for drama. This is not for views. This is about truth and setting you free. Anyway, so back to it. Pull my phone up again, because there's a lot of historical data here, guys. And at any stage, if anyone's like, oh, I want to see the receipts, I've got them. And I'm, like I said, I'm not going to like put them on screen or any of that shit. You want them? DM me. I'll send it to you. All right. But some of it's still out there. Not all of it, because, you know, some people delete things. Some people, you know, like to block people and whatnot. That's just how they roll. Anyway, where is it? I hope everyone's having a good day, by the way. It's currently 10:40 a.m. here. I've got the day off, which is lovely. It's cold as shit, but the sun's out, which is nice. You guys got summer going on in the States. I hate you all. All right. So after that exchange and, a few other things that I don't have screenshots of because, I was blocked before I could have the chance to get them and whatnot. Lawrence had a stream. What date was that? I don't know if I noted that down. Oh, yeah, no, I did. It was on June 11th. Yeah, I think it was in one of his Monday night rambling, remembering. And Lawrence brought, I think, Shark up in, whoops, said his name. Brought the individual up in some capacity, but wasn't negative at all. And it was to do with the topic he was talking about. I can't remember what. And I'd had enough. And, I'm guilty of saying what's on my mind. And so when that name was mentioned, I was like, fuck that person. He needs an attitude adjustment. And that ties in with a conversation that was to follow. But before that happened, he screenshot that. Someone must have alerted him to it, or he was watching it. And he posted it on his IG stories. And this was funny. He highlighted it and said that, and tagged me, and said, finally tagged me in something, and said that I'm the Ali Express of the OG Shark. Now, you spell Ali A-L-I, right? Well, he spelled it A-L-L-I-E. What can I say? Grammar police over here. So I sent him a message. And after I responded to that story with exactly that, correcting the spelling. And I said, if you get your Joe news from this sap, all you're doing is supporting a leech. He didn't like that. And a DM conversation, as I mentioned, followed. And he's like, act your age, mate. It's embarrassing for a younger person to be treated like this by a way older adult. I'm 47. He's 35. I'm sorry, but you completely lost my respect. I respond, learn how to take constructive criticism and do the right thing, mate. And then he's like, you're embarrassing us. And then he's I took his embarrassing comment and captured it. You're embarrassing yourself, full stop, period. And then he said, I will when you act politely. Oh, well, keep trying, Ali Shark. I said to him, I was polite from the start. You got on the back foot, not me. And this one was a doozy. His response. You dug your grave with this one. Good luck with your channel. And I was like, you really think that I'm worried? He's like, not at all. But your behavior is enough for my followers to see your childish acts. Do better next time and be the adult. Good job and best of luck to you. Be the adult. He's 35 years old. I'm 47. There's not a big difference there. I was like, you, capitals, do better. Learn how to credit people and not steal their shit for your own gain. Oh, cool. I'll just post your Night Creeper images. Thanks. And blocks me. Now, those Night Creeper images I just shared after I got the classified. So he's openly admitted there that he's going to lift my content for his own purposes. And without me even granting that, and then blocks me in the coward sucker bullshit kind of way that a weak-minded individual does. The jokes write themselves. So since then, there's been nothing. And of great note, oh, you know what? I'll show you. There's the blocked image. Until, and this brings us full circle, we go back to June 18, which was, I guess this is goodbye, which I covered earlier. Hey, Melvin. What's up, man? And this is where it gets good. Because if we go to June 22, the post, let me just bring it up again. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. June 22nd. Yeah, this is the after reading all your comments and amazing support. You know what to do one. And there. Okay, the link. Actually, I digress. No, it's not. It's the other one below that. It's the woke up to more videos being taken down. So yeah, you can go to this person's page right now. It's still there and have a look, or channel, I should say. And comments. And we'll start with the pinned comment that this person pinned. I know of two other YouTubers. Now, this wasn't what this person said. This is what someone, I'm not going to say his name. It's right at the top. You can see it there yourself. This person said, I know of two other YouTubers who openly hated on you for no reason. One was Swiper Island and the other one was a bee emoji. How cute. It could have been them or that fake shark emoji who also talk trash. And there's a bin. I hope you stick around and rebrand. The first response comes from our friend whose channel it is. I don't recommend anyone to support those channels. They're happy I'm gone, and their fake sympathy doesn't fool me, including Surveillance Port. Oh, a new player enters the game. Now, if you're not familiar with Surveillance Port, it's Eric. Surveillance Port has been around for ages. Joe News site and on Instagram. And then we have another response from a person, let's call him Rapiers. You're 100% on the right track, and I bet they were all the ones that made those claims. Scrolling down. Now, a comment from a person we'll call Halitosis Jordan 1559. Throw a different digit in there, why not? What are the actual names of these channels aside from Swiper Island? Rapiers responds, Bees Battleground, Baldy Locks, he's on a toy kind of mood. My guess is they know too. Ooh, Travis, Conspiracy. Also, Shark Eyes. Hi. All these people have been taking shots at him. I'll even say on the outer periphery, a punk with toys. From an insider on some Facebook group they're all part of. Not trying to be a shit stirrer. This is childish as fuck. But who bullies someone for doing the same exact thing they do? Like, are they all doing this in a Viper Island fashion, all for the clicks, views, subs, and likes? It's disgusting to me. Nah. He follows it up with another comment. Responding to Halitosis Jordan. I would even ask you to not view their content and unsubscribe until we can all learn to be gentlemen. I'm not Shark. I know that, but he will never ask that. As his friend, I consider him a friend. Let's get this resolve and hit pause and clear shit up. And he follows it with another comment. I apologize. It's not my place, but you're a good person. Every fiber of my being hates bullies. It's a character flaw. I hope you can forgive me. Scorched earth time. And then another comment. In general, these are my working theories. Puts tinfoil hat on. And I'm man enough to know if I'm wrong. I will apologize. I don't think I am, though. Let's stop there momentarily. This is the point where I say, and I swear this on my mother's life, I didn't strike this fuckhead's channel. That's a low act. It never even crossed my mind. I wouldn't do that to a person. Sure, other people have done that to other people. We've seen that recently, and we saw the drama that brought. But I feel like by doing that, all you're doing is bringing unnecessary heat on yourself. And I couldn't give a flying fuck that this person exists and has their channel because I don't watch it. I don't care for it. Like, I couldn't give a fuck. I get my Joe News from people like Surveillance Port, or I look it up myself. Simple as that. And again, we could all exist in this space and do our own thing without shitting on other people. So no Ray PRs. I didn't fucking strike his channel. So yeah, I want an apology for that. And as far as I know, neither did Baldy, neither did Bobby, neither did Lawrence, neither did Eric and Surveillance Port. So there you have it. But we're not finished there. What is going on? Really asking. What are some of these guys talking about? I stopped following that dude a long time ago. Well, I'm sorry, Baldy. I've probably covered some of this if you're just joining us now. But I'm going to continue reading out these comments so you probably get a bit of a gist of this. But again, if you're just joining me now, you can go to this person's channel and you can go to this post, which I'm referred to, and you can have a read along with me. So, Halitosis Jordan responds to Ray PRs. Individual has commented that the person or people who are striking him are associated with a punk with toys. I've never liked that dude, and anytime I watched this stuff in the past, he's always come across as slimy. So, you've got an issue with Lawrence, and the individual in question has somewhere like targeted Lawrence as, or someone that's to do with Lawrence as the person that did it. But here's the thing. This person whose channel got struck, he would know who struck him. YouTube would have told him when he got the copyright strikes for all the videos that have been struck. So why hasn't he aired it? Huh? Why didn't he come out and say it? Oh, because he's taking the higher ground. Okay. Maybe he wanted to keep it to himself for some reason. Sure. But in not doing that and allowing this misinformation to be spread and a witch hunt to begin, he's only endorsed that. So, am I the only person who sees that as like some bullshit? It's just like, come on, man. Unreal. Just unreal. Anyway, so there's more. There's still more to come. Now, to this person's credit, I'm going to call him Toddy C, because that is his name. He actually says, guys, before the witch hunt starts, please wait for some receipts. A lot of toy tubers hated Swiper Island 2 for a long time, but no one false copyright struck him. Swiper Island ended up with some legit copyright strikes for his bad actions. True. That led to his removal. What's happening to this individual in question seems to be truly false copyright strikes, and it's horrible. But we don't know. But I don't understand why they would want to do that to this person now and not Swiper Island since all this time. Well, you can have your opinion or distaste for someone without stooping this low. True. I really hope this isn't the case, but if it is, I'm really disappointed, and it's certainly ruined what I thought was a good JoeTube community. Well, for the most part, it is. And if you've seen any of the JoeFest content, which has been spread around over the last few days, it's been awesome. Baldylocks is one of those people. He was there. Lawrence, Punk with Toys, he was there. Some other people that I'm familiar with, Pop Blender, Down South 77, they were there. They put out some good videos. Go check out their channels. And it looked awesome. And from all reports, there was no bullshit there, which is amazing. And I'm so glad that those who got to attend had an awesome time. Love it. So, yeah, it is a good community for the most part, but there's still certain individuals who like to have their own communities within the community and be the rulers of their kingdom. And, everyone else is intimidated by them or, is the bad, mean one or the bully. Vape time. Oh, look out. Tidy C, that's me. You didn't use enough filler. Now I'm toxed. Good to see you, man. You know what? I'm going to highlight this one too. Viper Scout. That's what I'm saying. Where are the receipts? Exactly. 3 POA and each Chad shared theirs. Exactly. You'd have them. So why not share them and clear the air? Nah, not his MO, guys. And maybe something fishy going on. Hard to say. That's me putting my tinfoil hat on. And this is another good comment. Bobby B, Baldy, and you, bro, have some awesome content. Thank you. You fellas are rock stars. Well, look, I'm just me, and I'm sure those guys would say the same. They're just doing their thing. But that's a nice comment, Necro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for supporting our content. Baldylocks. YouTube and IG show you instead of him leading his subs on to just go after people that doesn't like. He's manipulating his subs. Yes, 100%. 100%. He's like created a witch hunt, as I said, and as Todd said, and he could have easily responded to these people and be like, nah, guys, just chill. Although I have issues with them, it's not them. But no, he allows this shit to just permeate. And yeah, that's why I'm also calling him out. Because there was another stream recently that came out to support this guy. Now, the people who were on that stream, I know of them, and I'm friendly somewhat with one of them. The other one, I've never really had anything to do with. And, to their credit, they were probably trying to do the right thing. And I'm not sure if they have, prior built like a relationship with this dude. If they have, cool. Or maybe what I've been mentioning in this timeline has never happened to them with this individual. So they don't have a history. Perhaps. But again, they were just trying to do the right thing, I'm assuming. Props to them. And the person who was hosting that stream even was like donating, I think he's donating super chats to this guy. Like in a show of support and solidarity. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about other people other than the people that I've discussed here in the evidence, and myself and this person, this perpetrator, because that's what he is. Another comment. He said via comments on the live stream. Okay, well, there you go. This refers to the stream I was just talking about. That Mega J and Toy Habits did for him, that he didn't want to out the person because the person has mutual friends with channels that don't like him. Right. Okay. So what's that going to prove? Like him doing that? Just be honest. Just be honest. And you know, if you were honest, then I wouldn't even be here doing this. For fuck's sake. Honestly. I always try to be positive. Even in my reviews, when I'm being negative about what I'm reviewing, and being honest about what I'm reviewing, and critical at times, but I'm direct. And yeah, like everything isn't sunshine and lollipops. Like, don't get me wrong, but yeah, for the most part, messages on these channels is positive. It's not about taking people down and shit like that, or creating drama and whatnot. So like I said at the start of this, like this is my fourth like stream where I've actually live streamed, because I just do my reviews and that's pretty much it, and didn't even want to have to do this in the first place. But again, wanted to air this out and get it off my chest. Okay, so there's a few more comments here, guys. Just bear with me. We'll get back to where I was at in a minute. I've never heard about some of these dudes until this drama started. If they wanted attention, they got it. Well, look, the main offender here, he does his own thing, and he has his subscribers and whatnot, but he's not a big part of the community of people that I've mentioned. Like, as far as he's very rarely on other people's streams. I think I've seen him on A Toy Kind of Mood once. But yeah, I don't follow him that closely, but until all this shit happened. So I know I got zero to say in this, but after hearing this stuff, I felt a lot of this could have been squashed really early instead of snowballing. Yep, that's true. That's why I hate the internet sometimes. This is the thing, Toddy. Like, you try to do the right thing with a person like this, and you reach out to them and in a respectful, polite manner, but they get on the back foot straight away, like as if you're attacking them, or you're being mean to them, or you're bullying them. And it's not the case. It's like, yes, things can be lost in messages, but if you're like being friendly and saying, yeah, g'day, mate, could you please do this in the future? Like, that's not causing an issue, but it's how people perceive things at the end of the day. And this person likes to perceive that they're being bullied or they're being told what to do. It's not that. And like you said, it snowballs, and here we are. When I heard about his channel issue and my name being dropped, I was going to comment on all of that, but then I'm just carried on. Yeah, fair enough, man. And like, I could have reached out to any number of like people like yourself or Bobby or Eric or Punk to join me here and rally around me and bully this guy. Or I could have let it go. But I didn't want to let it go because I don't like to see people's names being dragged through the mud, people who I respect, people who I've become friendly with. And I don't want to see my name dragged through the mud unnecessarily and accused of shit that I didn't fucking do. And as far as I know, none of you guys did. And I trust in you, because you know what's further proof? I'm sure if one of us were the offenders, our channels would be gone by now. Our Instagrams would have been struck. Because I guarantee you that if this person didn't react in that way, one of his bitch-ass followers would. But all our socials are still there, folks. So is that more proof of evidence of what's going on? Again, show the receipts. Show who struck you. Instead of just hiding behind this facade of bullshit. You gave him several outs, and just like Swiper Island, he doubled down. These people are very short-sighted Xerxes people. Zero-sum people. Yep, exactly that, man. Exactly that. So, where does this leave us? Have I missed anything? Oh, yes. The comments. Like I said, there was more to delve into on that front. And I don't want this to be a 3-hour stream or any bullshit like that. So I'm trying to nail through this as quick as possible. And so I can go about my business today because I've got shit to do and I've got far more important things than to invest any more energy and time on this than is necessary. Where are we? There's a lot here, guys. Rapiers. I've been fair to these people. They say hi to me on other chats, and I have been tight-lipped and don't respond because I know I can be reckless with my thoughts and mouth. I can be reckless with my thoughts and mouth. But what you don't know is these people get off on this shit. Oh, yeah. I'm just sitting here getting a full-blown chubby for this stuff, guys. Here we go. For instance, Shark Eyes was gleeful on IG when this person got his first or second strike. Too gleeful, in my opinion. I'm not trying to be an a-hole. At the same time, I'll be damned if I don't put all the cards on the table as to who's likely behind this shit. Because this person is way too nice. Yeah, I got on my stories, which I don't do often. I was walking my dog when I saw this news, and it was a beautiful day out. And I had a coffee. Day was off to a good start. Day off was nice after some arduous work that week. And I got on my stories and I made mention of what had happened, which we've already covered tonight. And I basically said it was karma. And sure, I was feeling chipper. And I wouldn't say gleeful, but I gave a good little smile about it because I believe in that. What you put out into the universe, you get back in spades, good and bad. So, calling it what it is. That's what I do. I call things how I see them. I don't beat around the bush and, mince words. I'm not like that. So, yeah. Obviously, Rapiers here felt a certain way about it. I don't even think he even followed me on Instagram. I don't know, but apparently maybe he did. Or someone showed it to him. Probably his friend. Who knows? I didn't really lose sleep over it. I can tell you that much. And again, Rapiers continues. He was on one. He was on one when he was getting these comments off. Just blucker. Individual is a kind guy. No one is perfect. I'm not trying to give him a sainthood, but I can recognize who is being an unnecessary shithead in this situation. Plus, if I'm wrong, I will admit it. I don't think I am, though. Going to be real with you. Who gains from this? VI already had his channel pulled. This came after. Yes, it's potentially possibly made some fake profile and hit with copy strikes, just like it also could be this cast of characters. I assure you that I've got better things to do than create sock puppet accounts or strike channels, as I already said. Like dog act. And I wouldn't do it in the first place. So there's that also. Here's another chance, an opportunity. Ooh, look out. King Shark just went flying. Stay there, big boy. Another opportunity for this tool to apologize because it wasn't me. So yeah, receipts, baby. Where are they? Halitosis Jordan responds to Rapier's. Seems to me these small-ass copy-paste channels like the punk, and the B, and Baldy. Sorry, Baldy, you don't get the prefix in front of your name. Seem to think hating on a slightly bigger channel will get them views and subs when all it will really do is solidify them as clowns. They won't go after the big channels because they know they don't stand a chance. I've been watching this person from almost day one. I don't think I've ever seen him take shots at anyone unless they fired first. They won't go after big channels because they know they don't stand a chance. I won't go after a channel full stop fucking period unless you do something to come at me. Or if you act a certain way or you direct other people to come at me or to hurt me. It's that simple. Cause and effect. But please, keep caping for your overlord. Rapier's response to Halitosis Jordan. Let's keep in mind I'm trying to play pet detective here. Okay, Ace Ventura. What? But given from what I've seen, I don't think it's VI. Who knows? Who knows what that guy down there is up to? Man. It honestly could be him. But then again, why hasn't this individual aired who did it to him? Because if it was VI and he showed the receipts, then everyone else would be like, oh, thank God he's gone. But no. Just wants to leave it all out there in the ether for everyone to ponder and think that it's people like me or it's people like Baldy or it's people like B or it's people like Punk or Eric. Playing pet detective. Jesus Christ. Yeah, here we go. This one is from, let's call him Fosh Jig. I will say I'm not sure who gave this person the strikes, but Swiper Island played the GI cartoon movie so he could get likes and fans, and that is a violation of copyright. Yes, that's the truth. That's what one of the strikes he got. And the other guy I mentioned repeatedly hated this individual for God knows what reason. Bullies are just miserable creeps who project their crap on others because they lack the self-awareness to improve their own situation. So I'm going to steer clear of him and the other mentioned bullies. That's me, bully. They ruin the GI show community with their immature BS. Okay, let's talk about bullies for a second. And when I was going through all this stuff, I wanted to do my homework and whatnot because that's how I roll. And I came across an article which was from 2017. And you can Google this, it's out there. And but I also want to be careful how I frame this, and I want to be sensitive too, because I'm not trying to make light of bullying at all. And because it's a shit thing that happens, legit. And I'm not going to lie, I was bullied when I was young, and in primary school. I don't know what you guys call that over there. Elementary school, I guess is probably the right word. And but I stood up to that bully. And after that, the issue was resolved. But back to the article. Basically, it's interviewing a group of people from the Stanford area. And it's about staying true to their roots. And the first person that is interviewed is the person we're talking about tonight. And I'm going to read out how it starts. Quote, "Why aren't you perfect?" This person often asked himself this as a kid. "Growing up, I had a lot of people criticize me." He said, "They'd say you're underweight or your teeth aren't perfect. Things that would trigger you at an early age." Now, as I said, this article is from 2017. At this time, this person was 26 years old. He wears himself well. He has a look, a fedora, black denim jacket, white jeans, and he has a shark tooth pendant on his neck. The pendant symbolizes the name he has given himself as an artist. And he goes on to say that sharks are so deadly. This is true. They're misunderstood, but at the same time, you don't mess with them. There's so much more to them than their name. Also true. Now, sharks are also the subject of this person's artwork and so on. I'm just going to skim over some stuff here because it's not necessary that I air that. But we're focusing on the quotes, okay? Just let me get to it. This person, the year prior, graduated from university with a bachelor's degree in data analytics. Interesting. So numbers, huh? And he, at the time, he hoped to create a clothing line which featured sharks and expand his audience with YouTube videos. Cool. He was also mentoring youth who struggle as he did with coming of age. And his quote here: "What I usually say to them is this. This is where you need to step up and shine. I don't want those younger kids to feel like if they got bullied at school that they're neglected or an outcast." End of article. So this person obviously feels a certain way about bullying, which, as I said, is fair enough. Shit. When it happens to you, it's shit. But that doesn't give you the right to accuse people of bullying you who aren't actually bullying you. All that is you playing the victim. Now, maybe you have some repressed PTSD or something from what you went through as a kid. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you. But again, it doesn't give you the right to shit on people, to allow misinformation to be spread, to lie, to make things up, to be rude, to accuse people of this and that when they haven't done that to you. So maybe you need to look inner and work on these issues. I'm not a psychologist. I don't profess to be, but it's clear that you're hung up on this shit. Because that's the first thing that you do is you jump on the defense and you accuse people of being mean to you or that they're bullying you. And then you put that out there so that your followers can paint even more of a picture, funnily enough, art, paint even more of a picture of this shit and spread this shit. Again, some food for thought. Do the dishes, because I know you're going to see this if you're not already watching. But yeah, there you go. So I'm just going to go back here for a second. I just want to have a read of what has been going on. To be clear, I just meant about him losing. Now I'm in because they are dropping names. He can end this all now for all of us and move on. Exactly. That's all he needs to do. Could have just ended it. Could have just ended it. But didn't. And continues to hide. You drop the receipts, and from personal experience, it all seems legit dealing. Oh, hey, way I got it figured. Thanks for joining us. I don't think I've seen you before. I'm not familiar with you unless you go by another name. So I'm going to read that again. You dropped the receipts. Yes, I did. And from personal experience, it all seems legit dealing with that guy. So here we have another person. Now, I don't know what transpired between you and them, but another example. Another shining example. I really don't hope anyone's channel to get shut down except Viper Island, but I don't think this is squabble is Viper Island level fuckery. No, it's not. Just a misunderstanding. Well, misunderstanding in some respects, yeah, but also a trail of bullshit. And if this channel gets struck down, so be it. Like, honestly, I fucking will move on with my life. And I will still maintain the relationships that I've developed with good people in this community. Still support their content. Still rock up in their chats. Just be me. And I'll still keep collecting all this shit that I don't need. Right? And having fun. What I won't be doing is acting like this fucking idiot. This is, man, again, just give credit, man. It's not that hard. It really isn't. And see, the problem is this person, and I haven't made this point yet, but I want to, again, make this clear. This goes back to what I was talking to about attributing credit earlier. It's not difficult at all. You can tag a person very easy. We're all existing in this realm. Everyone like knows who the main players are and even the periphery players are, which I'd say I'm one of those. I'm not some big rock star in this shit. It's not that hard, especially if you've already heard from this person before. You're looking at their page when you're taking the content from it. But the thing is, this person doesn't want to attribute credit properly because he wants all eyes on him as a news source. Because if he tags me in a post, then you're going to leave his page and go to my page and be like, oh, scrolling Adam's photos. Yeah, cool. Adam seems like a cool dude. I'm going to follow him. But he wants the eyes on him. And that's narcissistic shit. But that's just how he rolls. And he can scream to the moon and back that, oh, I forgot to add your name, or I get bombarded with messages. It's so difficult keeping up with this shit. No, it's not. Look at Surveillance Port. Go to Surveillance Port on Instagram. Eric will attribute every single fucking source. If he posts photos of mine, he'll tag me. If he posts photos of Bobby's, he'll tag him. It's not difficult at all. It's about being ethical and right, because Eric is about people being seen for their shit. This person isn't. At the end of the day, that's it. End of story. I'm getting way too animated right now. I'm sorry. I am passionate about that thing. And like I said before, it just goes, it's just who I am. Like, and how I was trained and how I have, like, developed as a content creator. It's not that difficult. It's so simple. It's so simple. He refused to do it. Correct. Or this one. This is a good one. or you would credit the person, but not their channel. That way he doesn't generate yeah, and this is, sorry, Bob, this is going back to what I just said. Exactly. Yeah, he'll write your name. So, for instance, photo via Adam Howes. Now, people know me as Shark Eyes. They don't know me as Adam Howes. And if you're to search Adam Howes on, let's say, Instagram, how many fucking Adam Houses do you think would come up? I honestly don't know. I'm just going to type that in there and let's just have a look. Accounts. Well, I'm at the top, obviously, because it's my Instagram. Howes Electrical. Adam Howes. Adam.Howes. Adam_Howes 69. Well, I like that one. Adam_Howes. Adam.Howes. Adam Howes. Adam Howes. Howes.Adam. Adam Howes, one word. Adam Howes 25. So you get my point, right? Like, and this is further to Bobby's point. That's his way of skating around it. Oh, no, I gave you credit. No, you fucking didn't. Slimy. You call Lawrence slimy? You're fucking slimy. Piece of shit. Glad you're saying something. His jabs at Beast Battlegrounds lost me as a follower, and while I'm not cool with a punk with toys, he's a Michigander. And if I can't do anything, I write for my state. Respects. KCC Toys, I'm not familiar with you, but hello. Thanks for joining, and thanks for this comment. Yep, 100%. It's cool that you acted that way. Like, you didn't go on the offensive and fucking piss and moan in his comments or anything like that. You just stopped following him. And there is another respectful comment. You're not cool with Punk, and that's cool. Punk is an acquired taste. He will tell you that himself. Not everyone likes his content, and that's fine. Not everyone likes him, and that's fine, because he is a lightning rod, and he calls it how he sees it. But the fact that he's from Michigan like yourself, you just leave it at that. And I respect that, man. I respect that. Come on, laptop work. Oh, this is a good one. Is it common for subs to gift figs? Just was curious. Well, in my short time of doing this, I've never received anything, and that's fine. I buy all my shit. I'm an adult. I work hard for my money, and I enjoy the fruits of my labor. I believe it does happen. I can't speak for everyone else. In all the YouTubing I've watched, I haven't seen many people get stuff. Besides, I've heard this guy's been given stuff. I think he got given a his tag or something like that. But I'm not too sure. Now, some people might claim that they're gifted stuff, perhaps, and they just bought it. I don't know if that's something that happens. Maybe. That could be considered grifting. I wouldn't put it past certain people. I'm sure there are legitimate people out there who are generous and do give people stuff. I do know, actually, in saying that, I saw on the 3POA's recent stream that a guy named Jeff W had done that for their channel. And this guy, Jeff, also did a really awesome pay it forward thing at DFW where I think he was lining up for the Bone Collector exclusive, and he bought like a 10 or 11 of them or something for the 10 people behind him in a pay it forward fashion. So, that's cool in itself. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I call bullshit on some of it, but again, I don't have the receipts. So only the person who claims those things does. What's this one? Toddy, maybe you can accept he made an honest mistake on those credits, and he can accept you guys didn't bully him. Would that resolve this? I don't know. I tried. I'm sorry, Todd, but there is like habitual behavior here, and I'm not going to accept it as an honest mistake, because he's said and done this to multiple people. So where there's smoke, there's fire, man. We didn't bully him. We just, if bullying is when, you gang up on someone, and none of us have done that. It's just a case of everyone's sort of had interactions with him and responded in their own fashion. That's not bullying. Like, that's just doing what I've done today. Again, if I wanted to bully the guy, I would bully him. But I'm not like that. So hey, Eric. Look, man, this ain't about props, but thank you. I just wanted to get this shit off my chest. I'm sure I've missed a few things, and I probably have. Oh, yeah. But I'm actually getting pretty tired of it. But you know what? Seeing how your name popped up, there is one other thing I will mention. Where is it? Let's have a look. Oh, where are we? Like I said, folks, there's a lot to go through here. Oh, yeah. There were some comments, on that post that I was talking about where, remember how I mentioned how, this person had mentioned surveillance port. So Eric wasn't going to let his name be dragged through the mud either. And he responded, and the individual in question was like, shaking my head, should have known that would be a response from you, childish as usual. And then Eric responded, why'd you delete my post? Don't worry, I took a screenshot of it since I know you like deleting posts. Here's what I said. What's childish is you fishing for attention from your followers instead of telling them the truth. There's that word again. You want to say my name, which you did. Here I am. You ain't shit. No, he's not. And he was like, I didn't delete it. YouTube flagged it, moron. Sure they did, Eric replied. You're big in your feelings. Only moron here appears to be you, since you can't figure out how to review your copyright strikes and let your followers know who filed them. Instead, you'd rather let people assume that Bees Battlegrounds, Shark Eyes, and others are doing that to you. Paraphrase there. He said doing so. You know that's not true. LMAO. You even decided to throw out my name, and I don't even have a YouTube channel. That's all right. Eric doesn't. But again, this person feels a certain way. And yep, here we go. That guy wanted to name drop me in his drama, and I don't. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Yeah. This guy making an honest mistake. You mean like when he wants to gaslight people into thinking he's a kid, yet in his late 30s? Mm-hmm. Yep. He's 35. 35. I'm 47. And apparently Goldilocks is 60. because again, Baldy made a light-hearted comment that he was 60 years old, and this guy ran with it. So the jokes right themselves. Just going back here to this one. Again, it's not easy to credit everyone, but when you condense another show's content or use someone's pics and lead people on, it's just weird. Extremely weird. Yep. Extremely weird. Hey, Gio. How you going, mate? Thanks, bro. Like, it doesn't feel great to have to do this, honestly. It doesn't feel great at all. But again, for clarity's purpose, it was a necessity. And I'm glad I did it. I feel better for it. So be it. And what comes of it, and whatever. I really couldn't give a flying fuck. He tagged me in a few posts. I wasn't replying because I wasn't following him. And when I finally did, he blocked me. There you go. He blocked you. Continue pattern of behavior, folks. It's all there. It's all there. So, Eric, my favorite is when he told his followers on Friday that he wasn't sure about what he was going to do next. Yet the about me on his new channel, oh yes, shows this is a salient point, and I did have this written down, I believe. Oh, where are we? Yep, that's right. I've got this right here. June 19th, creates his new channel. June 19th. One day later, damage control. Yep. June 19th. That was the day. The day before was the, I guess this is goodbye. So he knew what he was doing because he was prepared for whatever may come. Guarantee you right now, I haven't made a backup channel. So if this goes, fucking sayonara. Yeah, more evidence of shenanigans. God bless Cat Williams. Necro, you've got me laughing tonight. Thank you. Wish I could do a good Cat Williams impersonation. I mean, whatever, could be coincidence. Yeah, could be. But still, makes you wonder. Things that make you go, Like I told him on his channel, on his wall, in this chat, via Hogwarts, wherever the fuck I can. You ain't shit. Keep my name out your mouth. Exactly. Exactly that. But he and his little minions, as I've demonstrated, can't help themselves. They really can't. They really can't. And, you know, you can go through my Instagram. You can go through my YouTube. I haven't deleted shit. So, who's the one hiding here? Huh? Who's the one hiding behind his blind support and fueling their rage? Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. And that's fair enough, Toddy. Props to you, man. You know, like who you want to like. It's all good. I'm not going to hate on you for that at all or think any different of you. That is within your rights, and I respect that 100%. We all do have different personalities. The internet isn't a safe space. Yeah, to some respects. I hope everyone still tries to enjoy life outside of this. I'll add to that. I'll say that the internet is not for everyone. Some people don't know how to actually handle themselves on the internet, and they create a persona, or they will, fabricate things, or like they'll hide behind sock puppet accounts, or they'll be like trolls and all that shit. Honestly, I think that's a waste of time. Just be your fucking self. Like, it's not that hard. If you've got mental issues or anything like that, the internet is probably not a safe space for you. And if you're struggling with certain things, seek help, man. Like, honestly and sincerely, seek help. And maybe step away from the keyboard. Put your phone down. Because this sort of pollution that's out there can fuck with you. just some advice, man. Just some advice. You don't have to take it. And that's not directed at you, Toddy. Just FYI. And yeah, enjoy life. It is too fucking short. Like, I'm 47 years old and I'm having to do this bullshit to clear my name and, defend friends of mine. And I don't want to be doing this. I want to be enjoying, what the time that I have on this mortal coil. Because I can tell you right now, when you get to this middle age period of your life, you become more aware of your mortality and that how crucial time is to you and making the most of it. All right. Unfortunately, some people hide inside, their rooms in front of a computer all day long with phone in hand and shit like that. And they don't step outside into the sun. They don't walk their dog, or, they don't go on holidays, or they don't appreciate a nice glass of wine, or hanging out with their friends, having a laugh, or, they're insular and they're just stuck in this routine pattern. And that's when they start to feel that the world is out to get them. So yeah, try and enjoy your life. So I didn't mean to highlight this one because you were responding to Toddy. So, okay, I will read this though. So that's the thing though. The content creators that are here are all just grown men playing with toys. Facts. Sharing their love of toys. Facts. And with other grown-ass men enjoying toys. Facts. So, yeah. We shouldn't have to chase each other down to say, hey, can you... yeah, like... And, some people might look at this and go, oh, Adam, you're getting in your feelings about this. But it's not about just the picture. Like, this is only one portion of this saga. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to harp on about that any more than I already have, because we're closing in on almost 2 hours and I want to wrap this up soon. But again, a salient point from Eric there. And he continues, and to have it turn into this young and restless bullshit. Like sands through the hourglass, bitches. The inability to handle dissent is a sign of an immature mind. That is a very, very well put sentence. Now, this is a 35-year-old man who often feels bullied by men in their 40s. Like he's some sort of kid or something like that. So you nailed it right there. I think I would also expand on that, say it's not just immature, it's insecure as well, and clearly affected by some things. So yeah, but that person's got to work that out, and anyone who sort of follows in that same sort of vein has to also, and again, work through your problems is my best advice on that front. Next time on Jerry Springer. There you go, Bobby. There you go. So yeah, man, that's like, yeah, look, that's pretty much it, guys. I've said what I've wanted to say. I feel like I've covered the spread, and if I missed anything, or anyone, I apologize. If others have experienced this, like we've seen people have and popped into the chat, and you watched back this video, feel free to let us know. I'm happy to see, what other experiences others have had. But to anyone who was here tonight, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening or your day, depending on where you are. And yeah, the truth is out there, folks. The truth is out there. So on that note, I'm going to bring this to an end. because that's all I have to say. The prosecution rests, Your Honor.